Hey guys, Wade here. Is Crypto.com working on central bank digital currencies? Well, nothing can be stated officially yet. But what is interesting is their relationship with participants currently holding CBDC programs. Let me show you what I'm talking about. A couple days ago, we discovered that Crypto.com is supporting MIT's digital currency initiative with a gift to assist independent research and cryptocurrency development. Guys, I told you we were going to cover this once it stumbled upon our radar a couple days back. Since then, I have had some time to, of course, do a little bit of digging. And when I tell you this gift is more than a gift, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you it's more than a gift. Now, Crypto.com, the world's fastest growing crypto platform, announced today that it has committed a 4-year gift to the digital currency initiative. So, every piece of information, guys, we're going to dissect. A 4-year gift, this is a 4-year relationship. That'll take us to 2026. That's important. Now, they give this gift to the Digital Currency Initiative at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology's Media Lab. The gift aims to support DCI's research in the security of Bitcoin and to support open source development of protocols that underlie the network. That term there, open source, guys, that's when the ball really gets to rolling, because I discovered something about one of the CBDC projects here in the United States that pretty much the technology they're looking to use is open source. We'll get further into it, but the gift is designed to support the continuing research efforts into the stability of fee-based rewards and software to provide strong robustness and correctness guarantees. The MIT's Digital Currency Initiative is playing a critical role in building a sustainable blockchain ecosystem, in particular by fortifying Bitcoin's underlying protocol. This is coming from the Chief Operating Officer at Crypto.com, Eric Nazani. He continues, "We are excited to further support blockchain research across the globe with such an esteemed institution and help accelerate the world's safe transition using cryptocurrencies." What we have here right away is the perfect example of a public and private partnership. Okay, something that we emphasized a lot in the Agenda 2022 video. We know by now that the digital transition will only come about through participation between public and private institutions. Okay, the private institutions are your central banks. The public institutions, Crypto.com. Let's move on. The gift follows several other academic initiatives Crypto.com has been committed to since 2021. Crypto.com also supports the Secure Blockchain Initiative at Carnegie Mellon University, advancing on-chain safety, and is a member of the Blockchain Association in Singapore, working alongside global corporations and universities worldwide to improve blockchain technology. Now, that is very true, guys. They have been working for a while now with the right people. We were having that conversation on ISO compatible cryptos. I was telling you guys that Crypto.com it needs to be on your list, and it's because of situations like this. Now, I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to take you to the next piece of information. Now, back on March 23rd, 2022, Crypto.com's research team released a report on the Ethereum Improvement Proposal 1559, as well as CBDC's and MIT's Project Hamilton, guys. They have been paying close attention to CBDC development for a while now. I'm not saying that CBDCs will be built on Crypto.com. What we are seeing is the relationship between a payment service provider and a central bank entity. Okay, very crucial. Now, this is the report here published last month, guys. You know, I will have it in the episode guide, but where we're going to jump to is about page 16. The first half of this it goes over the Ethereum improvement proposal. So if you're curious about that, Crypto.com's got you covered. But let's go down to what they discovered about Project Hamilton. And honestly, I've been looking to go over this report for a minute, guys. They drop these monthly, and you can sign up for them through the app, I believe, as well, and of course online through their website. But here we are, Project Hamilton, guys. Central banks around the world are in various stages of progress with regards to central bank digital currencies. Some are in research and development phases, while others are running pilots or even launching products to the public. For example, China's ECNY has undergone public trials and was accepted as a payment method at this year's Olympic Games. Project Hamilton is a joint research project by the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology's Digital Currency Initiative. The project was named after Margaret Hamilton, and an MIT computer scientist who developed flight software for NASA's Apollo program, and of course, Alexander Hamilton, who helped establish the first two U.S. central banks. So, just that right there, guys, shows you the motivations of this program. Now, the main findings of Project Hamilton were detailed in a research paper titled A High-Performance Payment Processing System Designed for Central Bank Digital Currencies. Again, link in the episode guide. But Project Hamilton builds on the idea from both cryptocurrency and electronic cash designs and makes the following contributions. Number one, present a flexible transaction processor design. That's basically, guys, a two-tier system, one wholesale, one resale. Okay, one retail. We'll see that in that BOS report. They proposed a novel transaction format that supports a modular system. This is really going to just be within. This would probably be related to the private CBDCs, okay? Designed two architectures to achieve high throughput and scalability, up to 1.7 million transactions per second. So again, throughput and TPS. It's a reason why we see it all the time in crypto. Now, they then evaluated the performance of the two architectures with different types of transaction workloads, and as well as testing their ability to withstand failures. The architectures were able to recover from simulated failures within 15 seconds. This is what they have been testing, this CBDC system, guys. Project Hamilton, this is an ongoing pilot program, and they just let us know that these architectures currently are able to recover from simulated failures within 15 seconds. Now, if you watched my last XRP video about the whole situation between the American Banking Association, the Federal Reserve now, FedNow service, you know that they look to do this thing in less than a minute, 24 hours, overnight. So if they're building architectures that can recover from simulated failures within 15 seconds, again, it further emphasizes that video, guys. Boy, thank heavens I came across that. But here's where I discovered something I did not know. All right. Unlike most CBDC research efforts to date, Project Hamilton is open source. This allows results to be independently reproducible and helps to foster collaboration with external parties on continuing research. It also encourages global interoperability standards and provides a lower barrier to adoption. Contrary to other projects, Hamilton is designed to be administered directly by the central bank or a related entity. Open source to provide the opportunity for collaboration. Hedera Hashgraph just did the same thing with their IP. Their technology is open source. This means that anyone can go and use that technology, the Hashgraph. So we have two platforms, two protocols working side by side. We already know about HBAR's relationship with the Fed, okay? What we're seeing with Crypto.com is fairly recent. However, what we're seeing is that Crypto.com is willingly looking to work with Project Hamilton. They look to provide any infrastructural resources that you may need. And we also see that the majority of these CBDCs are being built in order to be compatible with Crypto.com, Coinbase, FTX, Binance, That's what we're getting at here, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know how deep this thing goes. September 17th of last year, Bank of International Settlements wants central banks to move faster with CBDCs amid looming stablecoin pressure. The stablecoins to CBDCs are essentially Pepsi to Coke. It exists to be a competitor, but they both serve the same goal. All right? Now, in this, we actually get some more information of all of the participating players, courtesy of the Euro 5 Financial Forum. Benoit Cure acknowledged that the world of finance is shifting drastically, with mobile and contactless payments becoming part of our daily lives due to the pandemic. Globally, central banks are striving to keep up, and CBDCs are their best shot at staying ahead of the times. He believes that central bank issued money is superior due to factors such as its safety, finality, liquidity, and integrity. However, even with its advantages, the central bank issued money, including CBDCs, faces a litany of competition. This, at the time, included big techs such as Facebook, Diem, stablecoin issuers, and the DeFi space. Now, in his second quote, this is when we get an image of all of the players participating in this transition. Benoit believes that urgency is key if central banks are going to compete with their upcoming rivals. The time has passed for central banks to get going. We should roll up our sleeves and accelerate our work on the nitty-gritty of CBDC design. CBDCs will take years to be rolled out. While stablecoins and crypto assets are already here, this makes it even more urgent to start. The Bank of International Settlements is working with central banks on their CBDC projects. They include from its home state in Switzerland, where the central bank is working on Project Helvetia for domestic CBDC use, and Project Jura, a wholesale CBDC, which will be between Switzerland and France. The Bank of International Settlements is also working with Hong Kong on Project Orium, with South Africa and Australia on Project Dunbar. This is a global thing going on right now. And with the fact that crypto.com is just so freely engaging in relationship and development and gifting, okay, MIT's digital currency initiative, it means a lot. It means a lot because, again, guys, what we are seeing is the merging of fintechs, central banks, payment service providers, all of that. They all have to come together. That is why we hear interoperability so much. It's because the network, the global system, must be connected. March 31st, 2022, MIT's Digital Currency Initiative announces research collaboration with the Bank of England for their central bank digital currencies. One of you guys were just mentioning how Europe, I believe, is going to be the first to move to the ISO transition. Now, keep in mind, the transition is set, the parameters are going to begin in November. However, when it comes to America's place in it, that's why the letter came down from the American Banking Association. They won't be ready until 2023, a year later. So what we see here is MIT connecting with the Bank of England, who is already further along in their CBDC process than we are, to get information about what they're doing in order to bring it here. They're doing the same thing in Canada, guys, with the Bank of Canada. Digital Currency Initiative announces collaboration with them. So, again, this just shows you guys, this is not just it's not something that just exists for right now. This is a long-term plan being played out, and every day, guys, every day we look into this space, we see another chapter unfold. So, with all that being said, you guys tell me, how do you feel? Do you think crypto.com really has a place in this CBDC discussion? Telling you, once that report comes out and I really show you guys how much these crypto platforms are needed in order for this CBDC transition to happen. And if you don't want the CBDCs to come into the fold, well, you're gonna have to stop supporting these platforms. So we're reaching a point, ladies and gentlemen, where a decision has to be made. We are a part of a transition, and the assets and the coins that I mention, I present to you on this channel, play a pivotal role in that transition. That's where I want to put my money at, because it ensures, it dramatically increases the probability of me winning if I know that the asset that I am investing in is going to be crucial to the infrastructure of the city I might be living in 10 years from now, or the educational program that my son will be participating in, or the financial institution that my daughter might end up working for. You just never know. But one thing is for sure, guys. We're entering a new phase. And that new phase is one of interoperability, public and private partnerships, collaborations on a grand scale. This is all to introduce this new digital economy. Now, if you're curious about more CRO and their placement in the grander scheme of things, I have a video, one of the first videos to hit YouTube after they did this, but it's talking about their move with the Staples Center. Okay? Watch it, digest it, and understand that this is bigger than making money, because we know if that money is digital, so is the hustle. Now have a great day and a prosperous day, and I'll see y'all in the next one.